Oh,
Can we all
shit.
start recording?
I don't know.
No. Once somebody starts recording, you can't select to record.
We're going to do
Okay.
speaker view. Is that appropriate, or do we want to do grid view?
Grid view worked last time. Um,
Yeah, grid view. So we
Okay,
see
sure.
everybody and be nice to see everybody's reactions for whatever we're doing.
Wait a second, Hills. When the fuck did you get glasses?
Right.
Oh, well, I got these a few
That's the
hours
thing.
ago.
I was like,
But
hey, Mr. Teacher Man. I was like, wait a second. Why does he look like a teacher? Then you clued in.
so I've
What the
actually
fuck?
had
What the fuck's
glasses
going on
for
here?
I've had glasses for 4 years now, but I rarely wear them. The only time that I really wear them is when I'm playing video games, because the glasses were too thin. So if I walked around with them, I could see too much underneath that wasn't covered by my glasses. So my depth
Okay.
perception was thrown way off. I couldn't move around. So I got new glasses that covered up more of my eyes. So now I can actually wear these around and drive with them.
I
And
can fit the bifocals in these too.
is that what they're called? I don't know what the fuck they're called. And anyways,
The
I could see way
bifocals.
better. Yeah. So
Oh,
So
that's
we might as
awesome.
well get an intro out of the way here so we can just get that recorded. This is episode number 4 for Four Dads and Podcasts. Welcome everybody who's listening tonight and whoever's watching on YouTube. Today we got Sean here
hello, I'm Hills. Hey.
and we got Braden.
Hey, you can call me Blu-ray.
Yeah, and it's Ray over here. Jeff may or may not join us tonight, but he's got some things to do at home.
Dad
So
stuff.
dad stuff.
Dad stuff.
That
So
shit's always getting in the way.
yeah, that's the thing. And especially now, especially with COVID now, things are a little bit weird. So we started this podcast because we can't see each other, obviously, but now we do. And you get to jump in on our conversations except not say anything. So it's the best for us.
Yeah, you
It's really
fuckers
the
don't
best for
get to
everybody.
chime in. You kind of just have to sit there and
Yeah,
listen.
yeah. And once it's posted, you get to send us a message and say, hey, that was really funny. And we're like, I don't know what you're talking about because we don't remember it.
I was
Or
listening back to
you
the
can
last
just post
episode.
and or you can just post and bitch and moan about our fucking
Yeah.
audio issues for the
There-
first couple episodes. So,
There's,
thanks
there's a couple
thanks for
ways.
all that obvious shit that we knew about.
There's a couple ways to
Appreciate
get
it.
in contact with us. There is the obviously we share this on our social medias. There's us on Facebook. There's us on Instagram. We do have an Instagram as well. We have it's Four Dads and Podcasts. It's pretty barren right now because we haven't posted anything to it. There is also the Patreon, which is pretty barren because we're new, but that's okay. It'll eventually get somebody, and when we do, watch out, world. Now, with COVID happening here, we're doing a bunch of things. Like one thing I actually did notice before I popped on here, I popped onto YouTube, and we'll start us off with you, Hills. What are you doing? Like, what have you been doing to stave off the cabin fever for COVID?
Um, well, recently, I've started doing a YouTube channel with my stepdaughter where we do lots of baking. That's that's pretty fun. We make cakes and cookies. Um, I work part-time. I've been playing a ton of video games, lots of lots of
Yeah,
game time.
you suck.
Yeah, but really, yeah, I just stay home and take care of my kids. I got a 2-year-old son, and it's great just spending every day with him and just
Oh,
hanging out.
you hit a milestone with him a couple days ago, or was it yesterday? What happened there? Unless you don't want to share that, that's fine too.
Oh yeah, I don't really mind sharing it. So yeah, he we have a little slide, a Fisher Price slide for him that he uses. We have it in the basement, and he had a little tumble off of it, and he did break his arm, but they called it some kind of bend, like a fracture bend. I don't know the medical term of it, but anyways, just kind of think of taking like a metal rod and just bending a bit, and that's what happened to his wrist.
you bent
So
his wrist.
yeah, so he had to get a cast on it,
That's rough.
basically to prevent it. So if he falls again, it doesn't snap because it's just hanging on by a thread, I
That's so
guess.
gross.
So,
How
but
old's your boy again?
he just turned 2 in October.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So I'm 35 and I've, knock on wood, never had a cast. So he's already got me beaten. Yeah.
That boy. He must
Yeah.
get it from his mother.
I think sure she's had a cast.
Sure.
But yeah, he's doing pretty good though, considering he's actually super proud of it. I've had my mom come over, Sarah's mom, her sister, and everything came over, and he just goes up and shows everybody his cast here. He's like, "Look, look at my
Is he
cast."
getting everybody to sign it now?
Yeah, he doesn't want. I signed it, and he won't let anybody else touch it. Everybody's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
That's
let me
too
sign it."
funny.
it's
No,
so cute.
No,
no.
no.
Daddy only.
Only dad. Only dad.
I don't think he realized what I was doing, and once he saw I graffitied it, he's like, "I don't like this." Nobody else touches it.
Daddy,
funny.
wash it off.
And it's funny because you mentioned the YouTube channel. It actually popped up in my suggested videos today when I was looking through it, and I watched the first 5-10 minutes of that blueberry muffin video.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That,
it was
that
it was
one
it was good to
series.
watch. It's cute. It's super cute. Alina's
Yeah.
really she's a natural talking to the camera there. So
Uh,
that's cool.
she really is, and that's why we did it. She has such a creative mind, and she just loves that stuff. So once I brought it up with her for us to do it, she just jumped all over it. So Wednesday nights is baking night, and I record it, and I've already got a backlog of episodes that I need to start
Nice.
editing. And
Yeah, that's the thing. Who did you hire to edit your videos?
I think you're probably on the payroll there somewhere. You're my go-to.
Wait, he's getting paid for that shit?
No. I haven't touched. All I've done is suggested things, and you've asked me questions. All of it is an answer. But you're mainly doing that stuff yourself, right?
Oh, 100%. It's all me. I spent a couple hours on the video, just cutting things out that shouldn't be in there,
Yeah.
and just adding some silly little effects. Really, just I'm not even doing it for a view count at all. I just want it on
Oh,
there for like family to see it and
and
for her.
it's super cute. Like the effects you chose, as far as like I saw the when you were measuring out something and you put this giant protractor on the screen. I was like, close, I guess.
We've got a table.
Yeah, and then it was like, we need to point it out here, and then it was a big paper airplane on the screen. I'm like, you're going through it. That's fine. It's cute. It actually it's perfect, and it's really funny, and it's really good. I like it a lot.
Well, I
So kudos,
try to
man.
set it up where at least I think every 45 seconds there's some kind of animation or
Mm.
effect in there just to kind of like keep it, if anything, a kid engaged in a bit more, just kind
Yeah,
of waiting for that next thing, like what's it going to be?
and it's good because the thing is the way you did the video, because I don't know, Braden, you probably haven't seen it yet, but
I haven't had the time, unfortunately.
yeah, he's got a picture in picture. So he's got a couple angles on the shot itself. He's got the one off to the side where he's mixing, and you see all the ingredients, but then you see the one that's to their faces, which is up in the corner, which is actually pretty cool. I never thought to do that for my videos, but it's super cool. And Alina, like the audio sounds really good. Alina's really nice and loud, and she
Yeah.
enunciates, and she's just like super. It's like, oh, this smells like muffins.
she's
Smells like
she's
muffins.
such an 8-year-old girl.
Wow, this is
Yeah.
this is turning. This is white now. This is brown. I was like,
She's such an enthusiastic kid too.
Yeah.
and it's great. It's kudos to you for doing that. That's really cool.
It was actually kind of her idea to do the second camera. I bought it. So the first episode that we did, I had just a little stand that I put my phone on,
Yeah.
and I just put it in front of us and it recorded the episode. And so this kid, she hates change. So after the first episode, I bought a tripod, a big, like maybe like 4 feet, and that's why you're seeing that angle on it.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to use that because she wanted to just keep the camera in front. Like, why do we need to switch it? And
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, well, like, and then she gave me the idea to set up 2 cameras. Like, okay, well, like, let's actually leave the one in front, but we can do this one so we can see what we're making, and the other one looking at us, so we just get that perspective.
Do you have a smaller tripod you can put on the counter, or just like a Gorilla Pod you can hook up to something?
No, it's literally just like I don't know, the size
I
of a
might have
credit
something you
card,
can borrow, but
and it just props up on it.
I probably have something you can borrow just to make it a little easier for you for a better camera angle. But that's awesome. If that's mostly her, that's great.
Yeah, she's super creative. She comes up with all like we don't rehearse or practice beforehand. We
Oh,
just kind of just jump right into it.
And I think that's what's the beauty about doing videos like that. You number one, you're building a relationship with your bonus kid. Number one. Number two, it's something creative that they have. Like like even right now with COVID around, it's hard for them to be social and whatnot. But for
Yep.
them to have an outlet to say, "Hey, I did this," and you can even like you can look at it down the road, even when she gets married, it's like, "Hey, this is our first video making blueberry muffins. This is all
On the
yours."
internet, it's there forever.
It's
Forever.
there. It's
Yeah.
it's eternal.
Yeah.
Right. So that's pretty cool. Good job
Yeah.
there, Sean.
It is
Yeah,
awesome. man.
thanks. Yeah,
Great.
it's different.
Yeah, Braden, what are you doing these days from March other than making a baby?
Well, well, this whole COVID thing, was kind of just an extension of the lockdown we were in due to the last kid, anyway.
Right.
Because she showed up about 7 weeks premature.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, so the docs, when we were finally able to take her home back in like mid-November,
Okay.
the docs were like, she can't be around anybody who hasn't had their flu shot, so you guys are basically going to be in lockdown for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, that's right.
So, a handful of friends and family who got the flu shot and all that were able to see her and whatnot. Luckily, my mom was able to make it down and all that. But yeah, we pretty much stayed cooped up in the house for a few months, and then literally a week after we got the all clear from the doc, that's when COVID lockdown happened.
Oh no.
And it's
So
like,
you were most prepared for it then, huh? You were
yeah,
in
absolutely.
this- you
It
were there.
hasn't really it hasn't really affected our life all that much because we've been doing this shit since November. But
It's just called routine now for you, I guess.
exactly, like it's just now we have to put a mask on when we leave the house and shit. But aside from that, nothing's really changed all that much for me. I'm still, out working, full time, doing, my construction bullshit. Just trying to stay away from as many people as I can while I'm out there, and hopefully not get anybody sick at home.
Well, let's give yourself a shameless plug because you have been working on something during, like most recently, as far as music wise, you've been working on something.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're talking about the Drumception contest that Gear Gods and Tune Tracks throw out every November for Metal Month.
Right.
What are they
And
called? What's it sponsored by, or who does it?
Gear Gods and Tune Track.
Okay.
and you've
So-
recently started up your YouTube channel as well, for starting with that at least.
Yeah, right now that's the only video I've got up on that particular channel. I started up a YouTube channel, fucking long time ago, but I've
Right.
got like 3 videos on that. One of them was a cover that got quite a decent amount of traction, but it hasn't seen much over the last 12 years. But
It's just you
well-
playing music, playing guitar, right?
yeah, pretty much.
Well, you might as well give the plug now as far as that video is concerned. What are you
Yeah.
talking? Which video is that?
So, which one? The one I put up like 12 years ago?
Yeah, yeah.
That was one that
Let's breathe some life into it, you know.
Yeah, that was one. Of
Trending.
me and my buddy Mitch. Sean knows what I'm talking about. We did a acoustic cover of a song by Atreyu called "Right Side of the Bed." So that's up there, and that's gotten I think over the last 12 years it's had like 20,000 views.
Right
so,
on. That's good.
it's a good number, but obviously over 12 years that doesn't mean shit these days.
Well, I mean, it's still a good number, right? And we'll
Right.
we'll post the links in our show notes as well, so you can take a look at all
Yeah.
the channels here that we have.
So,
What was
Yeah,
that
there was-
band name again with your buddy Mitch?
what's that now?
What was your band name again with your buddy Mitch?
Oh, my buddy Mitch and I were in a band called Sin of Silence.
Sin of Silence. Yes. Didn't I get?
Yeah.
I thought I got their shirt. Pretty
You
sure
probably
I had your
did.
You guys
You
had a
probably
shirt?
did.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure I had your shirt.
Yeah,
You ever
Me and
Yeah,
Chevy bought
that
those
was-
actually.
that was fucking years ago. That was like 2008.
Does it come in a baby tee?
I think
No,
that's
it
what I
doesn't
got
come.
actually. it was very tight.
It was a very small shirt. It was probably For you, I think it might have been a medium, and you're a large kind of guy. So, but yeah, no, that video has been up there for a while, but it is just a fucking around kind of thing. This whole
Yeah.
drumception video, which is on a new channel that I'm gonna try, just my solo shit
Yep.
and whatnot. That's up there. If you search up Drumception 2020, it'll show up there. You can try to search up what I call my channel, which is To Whatever End. It might show up there, it might not. I don't really know. I'm not too good with the tags on YouTube's, but yeah.
What we'll do, like I said, we'll put it in the show notes there, and we'll get it out there for people to watch and whatnot, and have the full Braden experience.
Yeah, when I recorded that video, I originally just tried doing, the typical playthrough video where you're sitting down and you're just playing the song, but it didn't really vibe with me, so I said, "Fuck it, I'll just stand up and play it like I was playing a show."
Right, and that's great. Like I've
Except
watched it a couple times.
I didn't let my hair down, and I didn't whip it back and forth or anything, but
No. That's just asking for a concussion in that small room there.
Yeah, I probably would have hit it off the arcade system.
So, is there anything else you're working on and you want to plug it at all?
Honestly, right now, I was just going hard on that video for the longest time. I did that all throughout the month of November. Pretty proud of how it turned out at the end of the day.
Sounded wicked.
How do they so it's a competition, or is it
so the company TuneTrack comes out with a bunch of software for recording at home and that sort of thing. Their really big thing is Easy Drummer, or Superior Drummer, where they've got MIDI drum packs that are recorded by amazing professional drummers and all that jazz. So every November for Metal Month, they come out with a drum track from the newest artist that they have, a special drum pack coming out for that year, where they give you the drum track and say, "Hey, write a song to this." So you just download the track, you write something to it, you upload it to YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever the hell you want to do it. It doesn't need to be a video, just needs decent audio there, and then TuneTrack and basically a music blog called Gear Gods determine the winner. There's there's no the contest isn't really based on views and likes and all that jazz, so there's no voting that the public can do or anything like that. Bad. Sure, but at the end of the day, I don't really care too much for popularity contests, that's basically what that would have been if there was a public vote and whatnot. So it's just more of a kick in the pants for me to sit down and write something and get the creative juices flowing and kind of get me out of the writer's funk that I tend to slump into.
I like funk sometimes.
Yeah, I can't write funk.
You can't like funk?
I can't write it.
Oh,
I can like it. I can like it plenty, but yeah. But
cool.
So yeah.
Awesome. So
and Ray, what have you been up to?
So when COVID first hit, I think a lot of people did this. I got fat. I honestly got I was overweight. I was over 300 pounds at one point. And I was like, I feel terrible, and I was napping all the time. I was aching, and I had decided at one point during June, I think, because I saw, I think my daughter took a photo of me, and I was like, "Holy crap, is that me?" I looked like a side view of the what's it called, the Kool-Aid Man. I was like,
"Oh yeah!"
I was like, "Holy fuck, I'm fat." Well, here's the thing. Like years and years ago, Sean and I, we've known each other forever, so we had done a weight loss competition. That was 8 years ago or something like that.
This is before my daughter.
My daughter
was born. Yeah, she'll be 8 next month.
Yeah. And we had lost the combined. Well, how much did we lose altogether? I know I lost like 50 pounds or something like that.
I think we were both like right at 47 pounds.
Yeah, like we lost a human being, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But other than
That
getting
was in
fat,
3 months.
yeah. And
That's
what
crazy.
I've done, I think this was inspired by Sean because in the summer, Sean had gone motorboating and was.
You
Motorboat son of
motorboated
a
them, didn't you?
bitch.
You motorboating son of a bitch.
Well, actually, I think I should do that and lose some weight. No, that's exactly how that went. He
I think you went. I think you went wakeboarding. Did you not?
was it wakeboarding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah, I
telling
tried
me,
wakeboarding. I wanted to.
yeah, he was like, "Man, I'm
Oh,
so."
you got up for a few seconds, didn't you?
Sean, like for those who don't know Sean's super competitive, and when he has his mind on something, like get out of his way because you can't stop him. So after that week, was it a weekend for you that you tried doing that?
Yeah, we went up for 2 nights, 3 days. And yeah, so we got out on my friend's boat and he was able to slalom. So he's basically skiing on one foot around this for, it felt like 15, 20 minutes. And my wife and I were basically just floating for an hour because we could not get up for more than half a second. We're basically just eating water the whole time.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
so after the weekend, I text Ray. You can continue.
Yeah. So he's like, "You want to do a 30-day challenge?" And here I am being all stupid, fat, and stuff. I was like, "I need to do something about this, and this is how I'm going to do it."
Yeah.
And it just sparked the competitive fire that Sean and I had from our weight loss competition from years and years ago. So we had found, I don't know who found the 30-day challenge, but we were doing it we were doing it for 30 days, and I had started running again. I had dropped a bunch of weight. I think I'm down 30 pounds ish,
Oh
give or
boy.
take. Yeah, and it's getting better, but most recently I've been still doing the 30-day challenges, but I've also started a run challenge,
Yeah.
which Sean's part of as well. It's basically for November it was like run 80 kilometers for the month, and just first 80 kilometers does it, and then for December is 100 kilometers, and it's amazing because the numbers we pulled for people that wanted to try it in November, I think we were at 25 people.
We had a ton of people.
Yeah, I think logged kilometers. I haven't totaled it, but it's huge.
You mean for the whole group?
Yeah, for the whole group.
Okay.
I'd like to pull a number, but I can always look at it after.
Sure.
But the amount of response, especially because I'm a bit of a whore when I post on Instagram when I do my workout. I have to keep my like the
Put it
thing
on
is
lightly.
I have to I have to keep myself accountable, right? Whenever I go to the gym,
Just
I
leave
gotta
your
take
shirt
self-
on.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you go through my Instagram, there's a couple selfies where I have no shirt and I look like I'm on OnlyFans, so it's great.
Just the mask, no shirt.
The
That's overall
so
now.
the response to doing the 30-day challenges and the running, people have been like, "Hey, I just want to jump in on that." And the one thing I was aiming for is just be beginner friendly, right? Because everybody's in the same situation. We got to get active and moving, or else we're just gonna, it's gonna suck, right? So this is my little kick in the butt to people saying, "Hey, give it a try. You know what? It's something to do while we get through this COVID thing."
Well, we motivated each other every day.
Yeah,
Like we made sure that as soon as we finished day 5, day 6, day 15, whatever the fuck it was, that message was there. You
yeah.
almost did it to be the first one to send the message to say, I'm done day 17. It's like, motherfucker.
Right.
Now I need
Yeah,
to
I
do
get
it.
the message. I'm like, shit, he
Yeah.
did it on his lunch. Oh man, this is working. Because the thing is with a 30-day challenge is you start nice and easy. It's like what 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, whatever. But once you hit day 30, you're like at 100 of each. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, once
And
you
then
get
I
to like
just need
16,
to I just
17,
need
it gets
to
fun.
interject here. I love that you're calling 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups easy
well,
because
it's a lot
When
easier now than it was
I
before.
I joined in
Think
on
about
one
it
of these
gets there.
challenges. I think I lasted about 15 days before I had to take a day off.
But dude, here's the thing: you would have never done that if it wasn't for us poking at you.
Well, you didn't really poke at me. You just sent the
Got poked at.
30-day challenge like, "Hey, is anybody interested?" And then that was that. And then I was
100%
like,
poke.
I'm gonna be 33, so yeah, maybe.
Day 50, day 16 comes around, and you're like, what the hell am I doing? Why did I join this?
But,
I'm like, oh my God, I never have time for anything. Why am I doing this? God, kill me.
like, we
But
got
it's-
pretty burnt out with them though. We were
Yeah.
doing what, June, July, August, at least 4 straight months of these 30-day challenges.
Yeah, it was tough without a day, like a break in that.
Yeah,
And
literally not a day missed in almost 4 months.
it is nice. Even recently, like we stopped for about a month or so. I got some renovations done. I started up a new beginner one, so that'll get me back into the saddle.
Yeah,
But
and
the
switched it to a run. Yeah,
yeah, the running one is a little bit more challenging because
it's different.
even like I have like one of the guys on there. I'm pretty sure the rest of the people don't know him, but he's an ultra marathoner. He can bang out 100 kilometers in a day if
Is
he
it true?
really wanted to. It's
Did you get Errol?
Errol's in it.
He's not.
He is. But the thing is, he
He's
paces
done.
himself. He paces himself though, right? If you take a look at the top of the list, there's some stubborn people there. Like
Yeah.
top five are crazy. I was like, I don't know how you can get 10K. Well, I'm also not built for running either. Like Sean, you go for a run and you're done in what 10K in what half an hour? Fuck.
Well, no, that's flattering me. That's it's about an hour.
Let's be fair. Sean does not swing his arms like that when he runs. He does it like this.
Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
Hold on.
Actual footage.
Nice shorts.
Oh yeah, I'm anime.
Oh, yeah.
Can't see my arms.
Head forward,
Yeah.
arms back,
Yeah,
legs in a blur, just like Naruto. For those, just
Exactly.
for reference,
Just-
those that aren't watching the feed.
Roadrunner legs are just going.
Yeah.
That's for all those that can't see. That's what Braden just did on the camera here.
Oh yeah, it was the anime run. If
Yeah.
you don't know what the anime run is, just look it up. You'll find it. No problem.
Yeah.
It looks ridiculous, and it's been proven that it's much less effective than regular running.
Usain Bolt uses it.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, that's too bad. All right,
There
so
is-
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. There's actually a video on YouTube where somebody debunks the whole ninja run being faster than regular running. They
Oh,
get an Olympic runner to test them both out, and they're much slower and much less stable.
Right.
Nothing in anime makes sense. It's all 100% for aesthetics and coolness and just
A
over the top
lot of things.
when
make
we
sense.
watch our mangas.
watch our mangas. There's the callback.
that's a callback. Yeah. So other than the 30-day
I have a
challenge,
mustache.
I actually also have a YouTube channel. It's called Raymel and Amy Eat Stuff. Now, typically we would eat food at each other's houses and try new things, try different foods. I would personally go to different restaurants and check them out and give them reviews and whatnot. But with COVID, it's been a little bit more difficult, and I'm stuck on a video that we shot in May that has 3 different camera angles, and it's frustrating me. So I kind of dropped it. It'll be done in a couple months, maybe in February.
Yeah, when you get the time.
Yeah, whenever I feel like it.
It's in the work in progress folder.
Yeah, it's all of that other stuff that's
It's on
just
the whip.
the whip. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So we've all got our own independent YouTube channels that we're working on with our own solo careers. And then we've got the podcast here.
Yeah, this is actually a joint effort with the 4 of us, and it's more of an opportunity for us to hang out. When it's so weird, Sean. Whenever you take a drink of that bottle, sometimes it fades in and fades out. All I
Yeah.
see is just your hand going up and just like nothing, and then all of a sudden, it's like there's
And
nothing
then
there.
all of a sudden
Maybe
there's a
I'll hold
ball
it
in your
there.
hand.
Ooh,
There it is.
Ooh, magic. Now I've lost total train of thought. I don't even know what I was saying.
I think this is the reason why a lot of podcasts don't get filmed, because we're just talking about something that no listener is going to be able to understand.
Yeah. Well, if they venture
That's
over to the
something
YouTube
watch
channel,
YouTube.
yeah, I know. We'll come over here. There's some stuff to see. Not a whole lot, but we're here.
My Christmas background
It's pretty
is
dope.
editing
man.
out my water bottle, and it looks like I'm holding thin air.
Nothing.
It
Drinking
looks like you're just holding up your hands. You're like
miming.
Ricky Bobby having an interview. Don't know what to do with my hands.
Another thing that listeners will be able to see.
Yeah, we're raising our. Anyways, you can find it.
If you haven't seen the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going fast, mama.
If not first, you're last.
Yes.
Releasing pancakes.
Speaking of funny movies, Ray, get on seeing goddamn Tropic Thunder already.
Yeah, I'll get to it. It's not high on the list.
It needs to be higher on your list.
Should
Does
watch it together on a podcast.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
100% down for that.
Now 2 hours on a podcast watching a movie.
Well, we've
Yep.
done
That we-
3
that- that
hours
we-
talking about nothing.
Well, there's no copyright in the stuff we're talking about. I'm just saying.
Well, you never need to release it. We just fucking do it.
Just be a reaction video. Just the 2-hour reaction.
And the background music's
So ridiculous.
Ray, I never
But
heard
serious-
that.
seriously,
term
get
before.
on.
Hold on.
What do you mentioned plug a couple of times.
What?
What is that?
You have
A plug.
like hair plugs or
I think you mentioned it in terms of like bringing someone up or
Oh,
like name.
it's just a plug is just another term for promote.
Okay.
It's
I
like
never
you're
heard that before.
shameless
you're
self-promotion.
The first time I heard it was when Ray mentioned today in the group chat about
so
plug and
ridiculous.
Trayton.
Oh, right.
Plug.
No,
Just do
He
anything
said
but
he said
Trayton.
plug, okay?
Not-
Plug, as in he's promoting Trayton's beef jerky, not
giving a
like
plug
he's
to jerky.
pegging Trayton. That's a completely different thing.
Who said peg?
No,
Who
no,
said
no.
peg.
Sean's pegging Trayton. That's not it at all.
What?
You're welcome for that image. And
Uh,
hey, Trayton, you'll
was
eventually get to this episode.
it's a beautiful image.
Oh,
He
another.
made his beef jerky brand is that? I'm sure he was.
Jerk King, the Jerk King.
Jerk King. Check it out.
If you
Speaking
say
of
it, if you
jokes.
say it quick enough, it just sounds like jerking.
Put jerky in your mouth. Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Sure, that
Yeah,
was
sweet.
intentional.
It's if you can get a hold of his Regicide, which is his super insanely hot beef jerky. It's fucking delicious, but it'll give you the sweats like a motherfucker.
What I might do is buy
Oh,
a pack
yeah.
for all of us. We can all eat it on the podcast.
I already messaged him and I wanted a pack of each because he's got a special on for 5 for $40.
Nice.
What flavors did you get, Ray, for the ones that I had to pick up from you?
He had sweet heat, and there was another one. I forget what it was. Smoky barbecue. No, sweet something or other.
It was
Cool.
smoky bourbon.
Smoky bourbon. Yeah, that's delicious too. The heat isn't so bad. It's basically sriracha and cayenne pepper, so it's a quick burn, but it's delicious. Like I think I ate all 4 bags in a matter of 5 days.
Oh yeah, they're real quick eats because they're so good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't handle spice well at all. Like if there's even a mild intensity to the heat of
Ooh.
anything,
What is that?
I get
pepper.
fucking- yeah, exactly. I get the sweats. Like I
Yeah.
will start dripping. So I
Yeah, you
tried
could never do it
this-
on a wing knife.
Oh god, no.
Oh man, I missed
I
doing a wing night. Dude, we should do a wing night on a podcast.
Get some
Where we
idiots.
all order our own wings in and we just sit here eating them
Eat them and just watch. It's just,
and
we'll
watching
have,
each other eat.
that'll be
and-
the
yeah,
ASMR episode.
God.
no, he's gonna be talking for about 7 to 10 minutes. Although Braden eats extremely slow, he'd be about at least a half hour. He's
Just
a
have
slow.
nothing out of Braden for the first little bit.
I've sped up. Go fuck
Have you?
yourself. I have.
We'll have to. Well, if I have to find a
I haven't eaten wings with you in a while.
alternative,
it's been a time since I've had wings, so
Morty's used to be at least a
Oh.
monthly occurrence.
Morty's was once a month, man.
I
And
miss.
I still stand by the fact that they have the best wings I've ever had.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely.
the quality, like flavor wise and size of wing. The wings are huge there.
The size of the wings alone was worth it.
Flavor is wicked. They get them quick. The price you couldn't beat on wing night. It was just awesome.
Yeah, I think the last
But-
time we went to Morty's was with Braden when we first saw him after he started working construction. And Braden, before that, the last time I saw him, he didn't have muscles. He walks in with this muscle shirt. I was like, "What the fuck happened to you, guy?"
You got puffy.
I work construction now.
Yeah, I started pulling
Picked up a
cable.
shovel. Yeah, that was when we lived together.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Fuck.
Right on. That's a long time ago. Like that was.
Yeah, I've been doing that shit for 6 years now, give or take.
Oh, no way. Has it been that long already?
I think so.
I remember our like tenant landlord interview.
Hey, do you want to play some Magic?
You just got in your Mazda and
Yeah, I literally just got in my car and just started working this job.
yeah, he just got the job and he's like, well, fuck, come live with me, man. I could use a roommate.
I could really get out of my aunt and uncle's basement. That would be great.
I remember your house there, Sean. The decals on the wall there when you walk in.
Oh, I think there's still, and the cat picture is still there too.
Oh, the cat picture's still there in the basement
Yeah.
bathroom?
I haven't been there in about 6 months. The tenants have been there for a while, but I'm pretty sure they left it there. It was there
Okay.
last time I went there. I told them.
It's a classy picture that has to stay in that
That's
house.
It's like the Cotton Royale toilet paper kittens.
Yeah.
And it's-
You just
Yes.
cut it out of the package and frame it.
No, it's
close.
it's the
Dude.
same like breed of kittens,
Yeah.
Okay.
but it was like they were done at like a Walmart photo
Yes.
shoot. So they've got just the
Nice.
cheapest looking fucking background like wall drop. And it's
Is
just
that painter's cloth? That's a painter's cloth, right?
probably.
Aisle 8.
And it was just one of the cheesiest fucking
Yeah.
gaudy photos I've ever seen. But when I walked in there to check the place out, I saw it there. I was like, this comes with the place, right?
Yeah.
And
Every-
when I moved out, I actually asked to take it with me because it was so hilarious.
It's just part of the ambiance of a Shea Braided
Yeah.
Shea Sean's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anytime I run new tenants through there, I tell them, I was like, listen, this picture's been here since day one. I'd prefer if it stayed there, but if you want to take it down, you can. And no tenant has taken it down yet.
That's amazing.
Isn't there a decal in there on the front of the hallway there? Is that what live, love, laugh, or what does
Yeah,
it say?
Yeah,
yeah,
something
them
like that.
stupid letters right above the door. I didn't take those down.
It's for your class.
Like there's stars in the master bedroom. Yeah,
You better come check out the stars.
that's where the magic happens.
So
We're talking
quick,
about the bathroom in the basement, right?
What's
Yeah.
that?
That's
Yep.
where the magic happens.
Oh my god. Walk in that bathroom, this big fucking dildo suction cup to my mirror.
Yeah.
hold on, rewind. Okay,
yeah.
so I think
So-
we need to
Yeah.
retell this
So
story here.
so Braden and I lived together, and he was dating Taylor at the time, and well, you still are.
Yeah.
And so I was going down to do some laundry, and the bathroom that is in the basement is right next to the right next to the laundry room. They're both right side by side. So I went down there. I just turned the light on to see what was going on in there, and sure enough, this big fucking fat dildo with a suction cup on it was just
Just
plugged right
stuck
onto
right to the mirror.
I'm just staring at it like, all right. This is
I'm-
good.
I'm
pretty
just
sure
gonna do
you-
laundry.
I'm pretty sure you texted me immediately after finding that. It was like, well, I can never bring my mom down here.
Oh man, that's good. I forgot about that until we just started talking about it, and
Yeah.
that's
it
good.
was- Yeah, it was pretty funny. But yeah, like, when you gotta clean stuff off, where else are you gonna, hang that thing out to dry but on a bathroom mirror? It just made sense.
Right there.
Slap her on there. Yeah.
Those this.
Where's my orange?
Half the
Okay, so
half the time I just love having one of those there just because it makes me giggle. Just
so what we're doing right
Dildos
now,
make you giggle.
if you don't see on the feed, we're actually just flicking our fingers in the air right at it. Now,
Wiggle.
just like we were flicking the tip of a penis. You
right.
know?
So Sean had mentioned something previously a few seconds ago about oranges. This is a work related story here. So for the longest time, Sean and I have been sitting next to each other at the call center of the telecommunications place, which is fine because you know
It was
what,
a requirement for us.
yeah, because half the time, you know what, we couldn't stand anybody else around us,
Yeah.
so it's like fine. We don't even talk to each other at work. We're just sending stupid messages,
Yeah.
and
So we can look at each other.
the hell is that? Why? What? So this particular instance, I don't know, was that out of my lunch or was that your lunch?
I don't know.
It was somebody. Somebody had
We
a
both got one.
yeah. So we're not serious at work like we are outside
We
of
are.
work.
We take work very seriously.
We do?
Yeah, that's why we've been there for so long, and our
Yeah, you guys have been there for
organization
fucking
trusts
ever.
us.
Yeah, I just rolled 15. So
Yeah.
anyways, the orange story is a quick story. We'll just wait for Braden to put his headphones back on here. There you go. So the orange
Did I
story.
miss anything?
No, I waited for you to put your headphones back on.
Oh,
So
appreciate it.
we were standing up, and you know, us being us, I grabbed the orange and I put it up to my chest because at the end of the orange itself, it looked like a nipple. And I'm here just like this, I'm holding my chest and these giant oranges. I was like, "Look, Sean, I got boobs." Right?
We respect women.
This is us just being idiots, right? So I'm facing him, and he's like, "Oh, look!" And he reaches out and flicks it with his finger up and down, like ding 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 ding, one of those. And then we look to our left, and there was a bunch of suits walking across the hallway to one of the offices, and I'm pretty sure they were from head office.
It was corporate day for sure.
It was
So we looked down the hall at the same time, and then we looked back at each other at the same time, and just oranges
down.
Because suits looked right at us as well.
Yeah.
Like there was eye contact.
We're these
God.
idiots.
We looked into the eyes of them.
So guess who hasn't got a promotion in a while?
We also
Well,
haven't gotten fired,
I don't
so-
know. You kind of got a default promotion for, you know, working at home because of the COVID thing, right?
I'm okay with that as well. But yeah, that's the orange story.
Oh, that's too funny. I've
That
never
is a
heard that
classic.
story. That's amazing.
It was-
The suits walking by was the icing on the cake.
And
Holy shit.
they were so puzzled when
Yeah.
they were looking at us.
like,
because
what are we looking at?
I'm standing facing him, holding my orange boobs out. Sean's arms stretched out like ET phones home, flicking the end of the orange up and down. We're just
Oh,
like,
man.
we're like, oh fuck.
Just do it without thinking.
Or the time where one of our coworkers told us to shut up because it sounded like a farm because it was making rooster noises the whole time.
Oh, what were we doing? Oh,
that turkey sound. Yeah, that was
Jen.
classic too.
oh, I
And
just
she was
someone
not-
told
That's that sound just reminded me of episode 1 of Legend of Neil.
Yeah.
Tall man, run away after throw.
So that's work at the office for you,
yeah,
profesh.
yeah. I don't get to
I
flick
miss
your
that place some
orange nipples
days.
anymore.
Some days,
Some days.
yeah. Other than the working stuff, like
Yeah.
like honestly, sitting next to Hills the whole I don't know how many years we were sitting next to each other.
Since I think 2011.
9 years. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. When
That's-
you came to my department, from where you were, yeah, you sat next to me, and then we've been on the same team ever since somehow.
And it's probably the best because that's the only reason why it was actually bearable to hang out at work. Because I was like, let's hang out, Sean. Okay.
We do pitch each other as a team though. Like we have a strong argument because we do push each other. Not like we talked about the challenges earlier in this episode, and it's not even like workout challenges that we go with. There's challenges at work that we do. We push each other if there's an incentive for sales or anything.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
we'll push each other for that, and like we could back it up.
Remember the time we won a
Harley?
competition for the movies? The movie network, was it?
Yeah,
Didn't we win like a gift card for like $250 for
we
just
won
doing
$500 Visa gift cards for selling the movie network. And the funny thing was the following month they had another similar incentive, and this idiot on our team, he was in our huddle, and he's like, "These incentives are stupid. Nobody even wins them." And then me and you were like, "Actually, we just won $500 each."
Here you go, each. Yeah, five. Yeah,
So you
us.
could stick it up your ass.
Yeah.
Because
Hold on. What's the term? Suck it.
and then I think this guy ended up quitting a month later because
Who is that guy, anyways?
it
It doesn't matter really.
yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll text it to you.
It doesn't matter. Honestly, you don't have to text it either.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
he looked like one of the fucking Goombas from Super Mario movie with John Leguizamo.
Ooh, another callback.
Yeah,
Great fucking movie.
he resembled a Goomba.
Yeah.
Right, the
Right
same
on.
intelligence too.
I believe it.
We had the knack of weeding out the weak on our team, though.
Yeah,
Like we'd call I think one of the most fun things that I was doing, and I don't do it as often now as I did before on the other team, is calling other people's shit out. Like I basically say what the manager's thinking, but they're not allowed to say it.
Yeah.
And I just pipe up like, "What the fuck are you thinking, guy?
Yeah.
Say that again. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on, say it one more time. You're an idiot."
Braden, did we talk on this podcast about how you got let go?
No, we haven't.
All right, let's do that.
So I'll set it up here a bit, and then you can finish her off. So
Sure, why not?
Braden and I actually coincidentally got into the same new hire training class from where I'm still working. Braden's no longer there, which he's about to explain why. So yeah, we got into the same new hire class, and so I forget how long you worked there. Actually, that's as much as I want to set you up. You can just take it from here.
All right.
You can go
So-
with it. You're welcome.
So yeah, we were in the same new hire and training class, and that's where we became friends and all that jazz, which I think we did talk about in a previous episode. But yeah, working there for a couple of years, and they had this this thing called a tech break where he would go into that to get some offline work taken care of in between calls and all that shit,
Or if
and
the program wasn't working, or
something or other.
a whole
But,
variety of reasons.
occasionally, let me rephrase that. Frequently, I would need to take extended tech breaks to use the washroom. You know what? I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat it. I took long shits. And
Not long shits.
no,
but
no,
he-
not like physically long, but like if we talk about it in
Relation
like
to
the
time.
fourth dimension time, it was quite lengthy, girthy, if you will.
It's a
So-
14 girthy shit. Is that what you're telling us?
Oh my god.
That's why it took so long, man.
That makes sense why you don't work there anymore.
But yeah, so there were some conversations with my manager about all the time I was taking off the phones, and I tried to explain it, and they weren't very impressed by it. So I came in one day with a doctor's note saying that I needed extended time off of the phones due to my bowel issues. And it was it was important stuff. But yeah, after I handed that note in, they found every possible thing I could have possibly have done wrong. I'm sure they scanned like hundreds of my calls just looking for me to fuck up somewhere, just to give them a reason to say, hey, bye-bye.
We're not
Targeted,
paying
that's-
you 40 minutes a day to shit.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was. So So yeah, he got let go for doing that, and I still coin that phrase to this day. Like if
Tech
I
break.
say I'm going to take a tech break, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Damn right. Damn
That
right.
means one thing. Yeah. That's,
Yeah. And I think the funniest part about after they let me go was all of the reasons they said they were they were terminating me for, like, you know, not meeting my quality and not meeting, you know, the I guess standard times for all that jazz and just other
Yeah, and there's different
metrics and
metrics
shit.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I want to say it was like a month or two later, they basically canned all of those metrics.
Yeah.
So I thought it was hilarious as shit. Pun
yeah.
intended.
Hey-o.
There it is.
But yeah, no. So yeah, that the tech break will live on in infamy.
Yeah. It was worth
Right on.
it. It was a good sacrifice, Braden.
It was, it was. And I've moved on to, you know, bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Very true.
I'm still broke as fuck, but you know.
Here's the thing, though, right? Your house broke at this point, right? You have your own house
Yeah,
now.
that's true. I do. I would never have uh been able to get a house if I was still working there. I don't know how you guys do it.
Uh, hmm, I don't know actually.
Kind of hit it before the boom.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah. Made a big difference.
I'm also probably a lot shittier with my money.
Is that an arcade cabinet?
yeah,
It might be,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's that was purchased when I was making $37 an hour. So
Right. So for the people that can't see it, what do you have behind you there, Braden?
that would be a replica Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet. It's about 3/4 the size of, you know, the ones from back in the day, the
Right.
early 90s. Um, and it's 4 player. So
Turtles in Time?
it's got Turtles in Time and it's got the original Ninja Turtle arcade game on there as well.
Nice.
So
So
it's got two of them, and it's awesome, and it's 4 players. So, you know, I'm thinking four dads and a podcast. We play some
Oh,
I
turtles.
think that's a
meant to
great
be.
idea. We'll hook up a camera behind us to watch the screen, and then a camera in front of us to watch our stupid faces while we try to figure out this game.
I
Oh,
imagine you still
there's
have.
nothing to figure out. There's only 2 buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you jump and kick.
You
Yeah, it sounds like my kind of
you
game.
yeah, you run around, you jump, you kick, you hit,
Pizza time.
and that's pizza time.
I would love that actually.
Oh, my toe.
Once we get together, that'll be great. Actually, I will just do a fun episode of that. Like, what are these idiots doing? I'm playing Ninja Turtles, yo.
Blue, do you still have the cartridge that we
For
bought?
Turtles in Time that you and I both bought separately while we were drunk one night off of eBay? Yes, absolutely, I do.
You what?
We
We went
got
out to
drunk.
the.
We got drunk one night,
Yeah.
and we started talking about old video games.
Yeah.
Hills got the bright idea to hop onto eBay, and he's like, "I just bought Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo. It's gonna be here in like a week." And I got jealous, so I did the same thing, and I showed up
Immediately.
first.
Yours did show up first. I'm so jealous.
That's so funny.
So
Speaking of
yeah,
drunk,
I do still have that cartridge.
Nice.
Yeah,
speaking of drunk
actually,
stories, Sean,
I think I have it.
this popped in my head here. The Big Mac story with your sister.
Oh, you gotta remind me. Uh, which one was that?
I think you ended up having a Big Mac fight with your sister, like throwing a Big Mac everywhere. Was that what happened?
all that's coming to my head is just shards of lettuce everywhere. So just
You have PTSD for Big Macs.
you bring this up, and all I can picture is just little lettuce, little shards everywhere.
Maybe we'll have to get your sister on.
Oh my god.
There it is.
Nice.
So Braden's
There it
actually
is.
showing on the camera here the Turtles in Time cartridge that he purchased off eBay. So that's awesome.
I
Clearest quality
apparently
that
got it
was.
from Lukey Games.
Lukey.
Lukey.
Stick around
LukeyGames.com. Free
I wonder
plug.
if he's still going. I'm checking it
Free
checking
plug.
it out.
here, guy.
All right,
And,
while you're looking that up, I got a joke for you that I heard Lauren say to the boy. What did the moon say when he? What did the moon do rather when he wanted to get a haircut?
I don't know.
Eclipsed it.
Eclipsed it.
Eclipse.
I get it. Eclipsed it.
Sounds like
Ta-da.
a Mexican
Damn it.
joke. That's like right on the same line with that tube of toothpaste one.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is actually
right there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
he's got some zingers.
Yeah, and these aren't even mine. I'm just hearing the wife and the boy talk like back and forth. Cole actually had a really good one, which I can't remember now, but I'll bring it up in another episode. I'll have to ask him because he's we call him an old man trapped in a young kid's body. He's such an old man.
Button.
Sometimes. Yeah, but it's exactly what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what
Nope.
Benjamin Button was? Wasn't he?
Going backwards.
I don't know. I haven't seen
Me neither.
it. Goddamn homunculus.
Oh,
Anyway,
Well, that's almost an hour now. Jeez.
we didn't even get to the content yet.
No. I feel like the content is better suited once all four of us are here.
I completely agree.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And
Yeah. That definitely needs Jeff around.
Yeah.
'cause-
I dig Jeff's reaction to shit all the time.
Yeah, she's got such a different perspective on things.
Yep. So for those of you that are curious, and what we're gonna have to do for the next one of the
Oh no, I don't even think you should
No,
say.
no, don't, shut your
Oh, come on.
mouth.
I
We're going to do
Shut
something.
your whore mouth. No,
And you're probably not going to like
leave them in suspense, Raymel.
Okay.
it. It might
So-
involve oranges. Or white fluffy kittens.
White fluffy kittens.
Probably not.
So on today's episode, we talk about dildos on mirrors, white fluffy kittens, and orange titties. How's
But
that?
like titties made of oranges, not orange spray tan titties like Donald Trump or Snooki. Fucking what's it called?
Garfield tits.
Jersey Shore?
Didn't you watch that with us, didn't you, Braden?
What, Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
God no. I think I may have tried watching the first episode and then I wanted to blow my brains out. So
Yeah, that's a rough watch.
yeah, no.
Snooki?
No.
Is it Snooki?
Snooki, and then
Yeah.
Mike D or whatever. Mike D. No, wait. Mike D's from Beastie Boys, isn't he? I don't know. Fuck.
And then there was like there's that other idiot who called himself the Situation or some shit like that.
Mike the Situation.
Is it Mike?
Oh.
That's it. You guys got it.
Is it Pauly D?
Oh, okay.
No. Pauly Shore?
Biodome? What? Fucking great movie.
Oh.
Encino Man.
Oh,
Brendan Fraser's top performance.
Not the Mummy, but Encino Man. Gazungas.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, that just reminded me of our text conversation, like, I don't know, an hour ago. Sean got caught up. He was like, what the hell is going on in this chat?
Which one was this?
One where you started off with C and you're like, "K?"
Oh,
I'm like, "K?" Ambulance?
well, yeah. You typed in Wii U, and that's the sound an ambulance makes. Wii U, Wii U, Wii U.
Yeah, I know. And then I said, "Whoa, Black Betty, ambulance."
Yeah, I got that part. You didn't even have to add in the ambulance.
Yeah, I'm pretty
But
sure.
once again, you know, just bringing race into this thing, right? Like,
And then
We're runners.
it went straight to
why can't you just call her Betty? Like, you don't need to
Whoa,
point out
like
that she's
Black
black.
Betty. Hold on. Whoa, Betty. Whoa,
Like,
that's
just
that's
rude.
Betty.
You need an adjective in there. What can we replace?
That's Betty. That doesn't
Well,
have the same kick.
Well, describe Betty in,
Maybe old Betty.
Lovely
she,
Betty.
Old Betty.
I don't know. Is she old? Like, is she
Lovely.
tall? Is she slim? Is she fat? I don't know.
She's black.
Just that's again, that's unnecessary. That's rude.
I don't know the history of the song, so I can't really. What's another word you could use?
Want me to check it out?
I'm not that interested.
If you're not, like, we've been talking about it for at least a minute and a half.
A minute and a half. Just say, hey Google.
Oh my God.
Are you looking it up?
I'm looking it up.
All right, fine.
Where's the wikis? You guys can talk about something for a minute. Okay.
Hey,
Black
Brad. Oh, sorry. Go
Black
ahead.
Betty is a 20th century African American work song.
Oh, you're right, Braden.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying you
a lot
don't
of
have
words.
to you don't have to
That's
specify.
a lot of words. Is that what you just said, Sean?
TLDR.
Where's the TLDR?
Just go on Google and look it up if you're really interested.
TLDR, there are no other words to describe her aside from black.
Yeah, apparently. So
Stupid songs.
speaking of songs, I still haven't worked on Peaches yet.
Yeah.
Well, balls.
I feel like I'm as far as I want to be with it without playing it with you guys. I think that's really where I want to go next with it, is to play it.
Yeah,
together.
that's fair. It's a little difficult, but that's fair.
It's difficult. Like, I played with the scratch track a bit. I've played it on Rocksmith, and like, it's a short song and it's pretty simple on guitar. It's really
It's
just
unbelievably simple.
3 different parts, and there's only so much you can really practice it without actually doing it together.
Yeah.
I looked at the bass tab and I was like, I could do this, and I just didn't do it.
I could, but I fucking won't.
Well, that's the thing,
Typical
right?
Ray.
I know, right? And then eventually there's a fire under my ass. I'm like, oh shit, and I do it all one night.
I need to get better at time management. Like, I know I work part time
and
and I've
me
got a lot of
both.
extra time, but there's just so many things that I want to do, and I just need to. Or I'm getting a little better with it, but I just need to allocate certain times of each day to do these things that I want, like at least a couple hours a week, and it's tough.
Yeah, just
I hear
even
ya.
bring it full circle. Like I wanted to get better at my bass during the pandemic, and I was good to practice. Like, I even got an instructor. Like, I was playing weekly, like every day for about 40 days or so, and I was practicing. And I got to a point where I was fairly competent. I was like, okay, maybe I can jam with the guys and kind of not sound like a noob.
Yeah.
But then I was like, other things kind of came up, and renos and this and that, and it's hard, right?
Well, I guarantee if we were able to get together more often, that we would have been, like, you'd still be at it. You'd still be doing it,
Mhm.
practicing every day. Because we did get together that one time and we jammed, and that was great. And we had completely planned on continuing that. And that's when everything just hit the fan,
Yeah.
like literally the week later. So the video that we've recorded, we all did independently from our homes and recorded it, and you guys just edited it
Oh yeah, for aerials.
for
And
aerials.
that was a fun project though. I
That
can
was
listen
a
to
good
that song.
project.
I can listen to that song over.
It was a fun project, minus splicing everything together and syncing everything up. And
Yeah.
oh my
Thanks,
God.
buddy. You're the best. Oh
So good
man,
at that.
sound editing is all you, Braden. Dude, you know what? I don't want to do that part.
Like, at the end of the day, mixing is fun. I
Yeah.
enjoy that. It was getting everything to line up just based on the way that we did it, where we didn't have like a common starting point where every track started recording and went from there. If that was what happened originally, then it would have just been me taking every track, slapping them in there, putting everything at 0,
Auto
and then
align. Yeah.
yeah, and then just mix it from there. There's no lining things up. I wouldn't have to, sit there and just make sure that every hit was hitting properly. But that's kind of how I set up Peaches with the scratch tracks and the click tracks and whatever. They're the exact same length. You fucking just throw them in whatever DAW you're using, set them to 0, hit record, play along. Done.
Everybody's on the same wavelength there.
Yeah,
And
everybody's on the exact same page.
And
So
it's the idea of working smarter and not harder, right?
100%.
And that's the difficulty I have, like even going back to our conversation as far as YouTube video editing for my last video. I had 3 cameras on the go, so 3 different angles, so front, left, right, and aligning because when we record those kind of videos, we go like this. We clap, and I see the spike, and I can align the spikes. It's fine. But the problem is we had memory issues with memory cards, and then one of the cameras fell backwards, which is hilarious because we were drunk shooting this. We're like, oh my god, this shoot! Do we get that footage? And it's just a big old mess, right? And the way, because I primarily shoot off my cell phone, so I have Androids. I had a Pixel 3, I had an S8 shooting, and I had some other phone that I found at a concert over at Coheed, actually.
I remember that. Yeah,
I remember that's a story for another time. But
the guy had the most boring life there ever was.
Oh my god!
He had nothing on his phone. It was a waste.
We had gone through the phone and gone through the messages, and he's being an asshole, and this girl was being so needy. But we'll explain that another time. Anyways, we had that shooting another at the other side, and the way that it wouldn't be a continuous video file. It would be increments of 30 minutes or an hour, and I'd have to align it and put them together. But at the end, the audio would be cutting out, so I had to have a master audio on one of the cameras, align them, turn down the audio on the other videos, put it up on the one with the main audio, and we're like, this is so much work just to even get started. Right,
Yeah.
the real editing didn't even start until after I get that done, and I actually can watch the footage and say, "Hey, that's funny. Hey, that's bullshit. Hey, Amy's talking way too much as usual," and cut out like 10 minutes of blabbering. Right,
a 50-minute video cuts down to like 25 pretty quick.
Yeah, if I do a video by myself, it's a good 7 minutes. Right, with Amy, it's an hour and a half.
Yeah, this is the food. I'm gonna eat it now.
I love her to death. But she's a really good resource as far as, history of food and the way it's prepared and what flavor profiles you're looking for. But me, I'm like, ooh, this tastes good. I like this. This reminds me of, blah blah blah. And almost goes to a point of like Iron Chef back in the day. When they taste the food, it's like, oh, this reminds me of my childhood running through the fields of grass and the laundry on the line, sort of like thing, right? If you watch the early years of Iron Chef, it was from China. They dubbed everything, and this is how they would explain the food that we eat. It was hilarious. And then they had the American version with the guy, and it's just it's a different vibe. Anyways, yeah, that's where I'm at as far as that's concerned. Like, props to you, Braden, because I appreciate you doing the majority of the sound editing, and I just can't do it. I can't.
It's overwhelming.
It can be. Like I said, when it's done right, it just makes life so much smoother. And after doing it for a number of projects, because I've been doing this, I'm pretty much self-taught as far as any of this shit goes. It takes time to just get into a workflow.
Right.
That you do this first, and then you do this, so that this is easier, and then this becomes simpler, and then you can go to this bit, and so on and so forth, right? So it's a lot of trial and error, and once you get the the major stuff out of the way, like making sure that every single track lines up with all the other tracks, which is the biggest thing, you're fucking golden from there. It's just a little tweaking here and there, and that's that.
And I think, Hills, you're experiencing it firsthand as far as editing your first few videos, that what works and what doesn't work, and when you have an idea of what you can do and what goes where. one of the best things you can actually do for yourself as far as setting up a video is have a plan of what you want the video to look like, and do a quick storyboard of, you don't even have to put a storyboard, just have a mental note of, this is where I want to show, this is where we're going to put the food, these are the ingredients.
Right.
I could pop it on the screen here, put an image of the actual recipe itself, and have an idea of where you want the video to go. Because when I first started making the videos on YouTube, it was a lot of me just shooting random shit and kind of hoping that we have some sort of good footage and put it together.
Yeah.
Like, I look at some of my older videos, I'm like, holy wow, that's not really organized at all.
So do you have like segments that you hit on every episode? Like, I don't even know what an example would be. Like, where you would talk about something. Like right now, when I do my videos, it's really just we go there, we talk about what food it's going to be, we prepare it, and then just whatever happens, really.
Yeah.
And
And
like, I
it's
know,
amazing. Like I said, as far as Alina's concerned, she's a natural, right? So the
Yeah.
flow is pretty easy, and it's really easy to watch. And it's entertaining watching the relationship of you and your daughter just kind of do their thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there.
No, like what I was just kind of getting at there was if like there's a podcast that I was listening to, and I don't know, maybe like 30 or 40 minutes, and they have segments in there where they just make sure they hit on these points. So
Mm-hmm.
for example, it could be what's something that happened this week that really annoyed you, and something that happened this week that you were really excited about.
Mm-hmm.
So just like a common thing that comes up on every episode that you talk about, and it just to kind of get the ball rolling, as opposed to like, I guess what I'm talking about is structure.
Yeah. So for
yeah.
my food eating channel specifically, I think Amy and I have gotten to the point where we allot a certain amount of time per item, right? Like, we don't want to talk for half an hour on these wafer cookies that we got from Guatemala. Like,
Right.
nobody gives a shit,
Yeah.
right? You want to say, hey, this is what it is. This is smells like, tastes like, on to the next thing, right? Well, you
Right.
taste it and go, or ooh, this is really good, right? And while I'm making these stupid faces, Amy's describing or explaining how they're made,
Yeah.
right? And then off to the next thing. And we've gotten a lot better. Like, the channel's been around for a couple of years, and we did one episode, the Dutch food episode, and it hasn't had the same views as yours, Braden, but we're up at, I think the last time I checked, we're at like 4,000 views for that video.
Now, when you say the same views as mine's been up for 12 years, so
Okay,
don't
well,
even
and
compare the two.
the weird the interesting thing about YouTube as well is the user engagement. That video, the Dutch video itself, we have a lot of people from Holland watching that video and commenting and saying, hey,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, because my wife's Dutch, right? So we know firsthand what she grew up eating in the household, and we just translated it to us trying it out, and we would give a little story as far as, hagelslag. This is what we ate for lunch. It's basically, cookies, like, sprinkles that you put in bread with butter, and it's basically a sprinkle sandwich. And she would say that, during school, we'd bring that to school, and the kids are like, can we get sprinkle sandwiches like Lauren? Right. Right. So it was things like that. And I think for that video specifically, it touched on the childhood of a lot of people. And like the comments, like, we have a lot of comments on that video. Now I'm actually going somewhere with this. I've been thinking more and more about editing. And as much as I gripe and complain about the editing part, I actually really enjoy doing things like this podcast. Oh, I look forward to it every week.
Yeah.
And once it's
I know
posted,
you won't shut up about it.
I listen to it too. Well, the thing is, we like, from episode 0, part 1 to this, right? It's leaps and bounds, right? And we're getting better as far as hitting the mark as far as audio, and now we have the video portion. Today I actually reached out to the Toronto Film School, and I had a phone interview today.
Oh, no way.
Boy.
Yeah. And they were like, hey, I'm just calling here to say, hey, we want to just get, hey. And it was more so an interview just to make sure that, are you a good fit for our program? right? It's a 2-year diploma program, and I'm still thinking about it because I have to take a look at financial options and what's in the area as well. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I want to get better as far as video editing is concerned, post production, even the whole flow, because a lot of this stuff right now we've been doing for fun, right? And you can tell this is all amateur stuff because we're on Skype right now, right? So,
Oh, and Zoom is more professional for the people
Right.
out there doing
eh,
shit.
the professional
Same,
Zoom.
same fucking garbage.
Right, and that's the thing.
Anyway,
I love watching movies. I love the fact you can pull emotions out of a person watching your artwork being displayed, whether it be happy, disgusted, scared, whatever it is. And I dig it, right? Even with the reaction videos from our my food channel. I love doing that because it's just us hanging out. We're eating food. I love eating food, and that's how I got fat in March, right? But I had an interview with the Toronto Film School, and they were like, "Hey, this is the program." And I even told them, like, "Hey, I have a podcast with the boys. We're just kind of doing this, and I just want to get better at it." Like
Yeah.
a lot of the times, like I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and all of it is self taught. Like I watch, there's a couple of guys on YouTube you want to watch that are really good photographers and filmographers, like Peter McKinnon. Oh my God, he's out of Toronto, and the dude is hilarious, and his stuff that he puts up there is great to watch. He's entertaining, but he's also educational. Like he's kind of drifted from the educational stuff a little bit recently, but there's only so much I can learn from watching guys on YouTube, right?
oh, for
So
sure.
what's the next step there? What's happening?
Well, the program itself is 2 years minimum, and it's a diploma program. So I'd be registered as a part-time student doing it, and it's just online. I would do everything online.
Okay.
So it's a couple courses a semester, and what have you. And then from there, I eventually get a diploma in videography. I think. Again, I don't remember the title, but I have all the information here, and I'm interested, right? Because I was working today. I'm like, this sucks. And I think I was texting you, Sean. I was like, imagine we could get paid to do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm 43. What's a couple years? I'm gonna be 45 in 2 years anyways. I might as well have something to do. And I like challenging myself. Like I'm not built for running, but I force my body to run. It sucks, but I feel better for it. Right. So I might as well, try something else new.
Well, you've been doing this stuff for years now, like with your channel. You've always talked about doing it. I know even before you did the channel, you always wanted to get some stuff up there, and like why the hell not? You could do it online, you're home anyway,
Right.
and like get that experience under your belt and start just dipping into it more. You might as well.
Yeah, and that's the
Like,
thing. I mean,
what have you got to lose at the end of the day?
How much does the course cost?
oh, it's
So
like each course itself per semester is like 800, $900. So it's legit college university money, right? But
you
again,
work overtime to make that up.
well, that's the thing, right? I mean, we have the opportunity to work overtime because we're so slammed that I can do it, right? I'm at the point where I'm on the edge looking out. I'm like, I think I like this. I could do
Yeah.
this. And it's just a matter of me going, let's do this.
Yeah.
Right. But I need to make sure everything's financially okay at the house so
Oh,
that I can take that
absolutely.
step, right?
Sure. Like
Speaking of
You gotta
which,
be responsible about it, obviously, but
for those listening, we do have a Patreon.
great
How's,
segue.
how's that for a plug?
that was a good segue and a very nice plug. Very organic.
Yeah. So
Pegged it great.
other than, well done. Other than because I told Lauren first, and I think I told you boys next. You guys were like the second people I told.
Yeah.
And then now, once this gets posted, the rest of the world will, all 7 other people will listen. And, hey, oh yeah, shout outs here. We're hour 20 in almost. God, shout outs, Jen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the feedback. It's great. Kiva, thanks for listening again for your drives back to work. Glad you're doing that. And whoever else is listening there, thanks a lot for listening. Share this with your friends.
Yeah, share it, forward it, post it, listen to it, put it on repeat, all those things.
Or, just don't. Who the fuck cares?
We all care.
That's at some level we all care, kind of.
You know, like it was.
I just want everybody's acceptance. Just like me, please.
No, not so much that far. I'm not that desperate.
I'm actually really happy the way that this podcast is going though. When I did bring it up there, how long was it? A month ago, maybe a little over a month ago.
Yeah.
Like, I never had any expectations for it, and I just love how involved we're all in it.
Yeah.
That we're all kind of finding our roles and what we're bringing to it, and I think we're all doing something pretty unique for it and contributing. We're all like pushing ourselves to do better with it.
And I think it's a collaborative effort, as well as us being friends. It's a little bit easier to work with each other, right?
Yeah.
We kind of are recognizing our strengths,
Yeah.
and kind of go from there, right? So
Yeah, big time. And it is opening up like a whole creative level for me. It's always something I was interested in, but I never really got into. And Braden kind of opened the door for me first with just recording music, just getting Reaper set up, getting the interface, hooking the guitar up to the computer. And, you know, I never got into it as much as I wanted to, but it like opened that door up. And now being locked down, being able to get this podcast going and now the YouTube channel, it's just like all these things are just opening up that creative mind that, you know, you've always wanted, and you just see the potential, and then you get these ideas and you want to go with it. And just really enjoying and just loving the way that this podcast is going.
Yeah, it's the creative outlet, which is kind of nice. And at the end of the day, we have a product. I mean, if we get people listening, cool. But if not, I mean, we're still proud of what we do, right?
The listeners is a byproduct. Really, the idea is just us hanging out and talking, and if other people can listen, that's cool too.
Yeah. So
yeah, if people enjoy it, people enjoy it. If, you know, people turn it on and then immediately turn it off because
we're just rambling,
whatever, you know, or they, you know, they listen to the test episodes, they're like, oh my god, the sound quality is terrible, I can't listen to this, and they don't give any other episodes a chance, you know, well, fuck them.
We put disclaimers up.
Yeah, totally.
They knew what they were getting themselves into. That sound was so shitty in those first few episodes.
But you know what?
It hurt my soul.
Yeah,
it's so funny just even listening to those, just us fiddling around with technology.
Yeah,
it reminds me of my dad behind the TV trying to hook up the brand new Laserdisc that he got. It's like, how does this work?
I remember Laserdisc. You remember Laserdisc? I remember
Laserdiscs.
Oh, you remember Chewbacca? Yeah, I remember.
Just going back there, it's like, what does this cable do? Does this sound? Is there sound now? How about now? And then it's just basically us on a higher level of technology.
Who was it? Who was it, Ray, that mentioned to you? It's like listening to a bunch of friends help each other with tech support.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan mentioned that. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Did you reboot it?
Did you power cycle? Is it plugged in? Did you turn it?
Face turned on?
Is the coffee tray closed in your computer?
Yes, but is the microphone turned on?
Did you plug in the microphone?
Is there an on-off switch on the microphone?
Yeah, that was actually a legit one.
That one actually happened. Yeah.
Turned on.
I still don't get it because Reaper picks it up just fine, but nothing else does.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It boggles my mind.
I'm positive that if you were to try getting it set up on Skype here, you'd have no problem because I did it.
The mic.
Yeah.
And if for those that are listening, if you have any suggestions of what we could possibly talk about, because we'll probably ignore it and just talk about our own thing, please let us know.
Yeah, we usually don't have any structure to this. It's just one topic just bleeds right into another, and then whatever we were talking about is lost and long forgotten.
But honestly, we had a plan going into tonight, but
we did.
We did to start.
We were pretty much ready to go.
And then Ray chimes in with, "Hey, what have you guys been doing with all this COVID bullshit?"
Well, it's a valid subject.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't a valid subject, but you just kind of sidelined us all and
Yeah.
just fucking veered us off the course that
like
we
like
had.
I normally. This is how I am in real life
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
very true.
wrote-
That's very true.
I am not a quiet person, and I am not a small personality.
You don't say.
What is Hills looking at? You might as well put your glasses down at the end of your nose, look like your grandfather.
You talking about me? Sorry. I'm getting feedback about our podcast from the wife.
Got it. It's getting low.
Okay.
Getting
I'm gonna let me read this here. What is
tip your nose like that.
it? So right, okay, here we go. So, yes. So just finished listening to your latest podcast. I like having it on in the background. I prefer the banter back and forth rather than the top 5 video game chats. The only part of that had me engaged was the overcooked part.
So that's your wife is slightly biased there because she's not a gamer, and
She's
the
not a
only game she had any reference to would have been Overcooked because you and the kids played that shit.
Yeah.
And that's great. That's awesome. Awesome feedback. And babe, wait, babe,
Babe,
wait, babe, no, babe, wait, babe, no, babe, wait,
I hope
wait,
she makes it to an hour and a half into this.
wait, babe, no, wait, babe.
Is Taylor gonna come down now?
No, she's probably
No, she won't
sleeping.
be able to. She won't be able to hear me. I record fucking death metal vocals in the basement here, and she doesn't wake up.
Oh, that's cool.
So
So
I'll be
it's good
honest. I
feedback,
think
though.
our like when I listen back to the episodes, my favorite parts are just us talking.
oh, fuck.
And I find I put it on and I'll listen to each episode a few times and I literally got a smile on my face. Like obviously I'm biased because it's us talking about things that we like, but I'm thoroughly engaged the whole time.
It's funny. I put this on during work too.
Speaking of Taylor waking up. Hello.
Babe.
Babe. Hi, Tay.
I'm fine. Sorry. Did I wake you up?
No way. You woke her up.
Death metal doesn't wake her up, but
But
babe,
babe.
calling out Sarah.
No, I'm good. It's okay.
So to explain exactly what happens there, whenever we do go over to Sean's place, you call your significant brother
Right.
babe, right? But
idiot.
us being us,
Love you
Well,
too.
it's right out of Hot Rod.
is
Have you seen Hot Rod?
no, I haven't.
So the Andy Samberg movie,
Is it okay?
and so what's the guy's name that does
So
this?
Will
Arnett.
Yeah, Will
Will
Arnett
Arnett.
is dating Andy Samberg's character's like childhood friend / crush or whatnot, and he's just being a total ass, and she takes off to go see
Hey, boy.
Andy Samberg, and he's just like, babe, wait, babe.
And it
Babe,
just
wait.
goes on.
No, babe, wait.
I didn't
Babe.
even know that. I just jumped in
Yeah.
because I was being a dick.
Yeah, that's the origin of it.
Yeah.
It's quite funny
So-
though. Whenever we do get together, it does happen
Yeah,
Oh,
frequently.
there
actually.
cannot be a gathering when Sarah's around that does not that doesn't happen.
I don't know why it took off with Sarah specifically.
Yeah.
But
It's true.
anytime Sarah's around is just babe, wait, babe.
That might be
Every
Tyler's
time.
fault.
Every time.
It could have been Tyler's fault. Who the fuck knows?
No, it doesn't matter really.
You blame him for a lot of things. Hi Ty, miss you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ty.
Eventually, we'll have Ty on the air here.
Yeah, we got to figure something out because there's a 3-hour time difference now.
Yeah, Tyler is a buddy of ours that used to live in Kitchener. Now he's out west, living the dream.
He works with Ray and I, and he had an opportunity to take his work out west, and he did it. Good for him. Very brave.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just fucking left us all behind.
There he was.
Doesn't even talk to us
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, he does. I think I talked to Ty more now that he's out west than before.
That's true. He actually responds to text
Text
message.
message.
I can't even message in that group. It drives me nuts. I just get blue circles.
Well, maybe if you left your basement once in a while, I don't know.
Out of the cave.
You know, get some.
I'll think about it.
Get some.
I'll think about it.
So, yeah, we're almost at an hour and a half here, guys.
I'm logged in at over an hour and a half.
Yes, sir.
The recording is an hour and a half now. So,
All right.
Is this how we're gonna end things?
So this is the halfway mark.
is this the halfway mark? No, this is two episodes of 45 minutes. I think speaking of time management.
Yeah.
You're getting
Good.
backlogged on content.
Yeah.
I'll be up in like 4.5 hours. 5 hours?
You gotta work in 5 hours.
Well, I have to be up in about 5 hours.
Well, shit. You should probably go to bed.
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna get any sleep anyway. That damn CPAP isn't fucking working for me yet.
No.
God no.
Which
I've
one?
been 4 different masks now, and
Oh fuck, no way.
yeah, and nothing even stays on my face the entire night.
You need to shave.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. I was gonna say.
Get rid of it.
Just get
Think
rid of the
I don't think it has anything to do
mustache
with
part.
no. I don't think it has
No,
anything to.
you need to shave this part. Like if you have the nose one, you just shave right around here.
So I start,
leave the Fu Manchu on the sides.
oh, it's so hairy
This
right
is
here.
the reverse Hitler.
Just get some tracks going
First
down.
Hitler. Just shave this little bit right off. Just
Right in the middle.
Didn't that interviewer have that? Who was that guy that did all the interviews with the actors inside the actor studio?
oh yeah.
Didn't he have that kind of mustache?
If I could talk to one character for him,
Oh my god!
I can't even remember what
Ferrell
his
do him?
but Will Ferrell did it in
Dude.
SNL.
Amazing! He did it
Yeah.
so good.
Scrumtrelescent.
I remember watching that.
Fuck, Will
He does
Ferrell.
have the reverse
Fuck,
Hitler.
sure. I've been watching a lot of SNL lately. Yeah. I got a fucking VPN hooked up on my one TV in the living room upstairs, and Tay and I will just throw on random SNL skits.
Nice.
You can't watch it in Canada, so go to hell. But yeah,
The celebrity Jeopardies are my favorite.
oh, they're the best.
Potables for 500.
Aped it.
Shaped it on ice.
That's apete. Aped it. All right, guys.
Now.
we good to call it?
Yeah, let's.
We can just go on tangents all
Yeah.
the time. I'm ready to go to bed.
That's all these
CPAP.
fucking conversations
Inside
are.
the actor studio. I don't even know how
On another episode.
to reverse Hitler.
On the next episode of Four Dads on a Podcast.
The reverse Hitler.
Like a
That
sex
really
move.
sounds. That's definitely a sex move of some kind. How
100%.
positive.
So someone want to Google that?
The reverse Hitler.
It's probably something ridiculous like the Alaskan pipeline.
Oh, I don't even want to know what that is.
It's where you shit in a condom and use it as a dildo.
Oh my god, what did you find?
I had it defaulted. So I searched just the reverse Hitler, and I have it defaulted on images. So it's just all these Mickey Rourke's there. That's just basically all these dudes with just mustaches and just nothing down the middle.
What a ridiculous idea.
Oh my gosh. If
Well-
you're looking for a good laugh. Like, I can't even
Well-
pull these images up, but anyhow, I don't know.
We'll end that off on that note, I suppose.
Yeah, some good sleeping material right there. That'll-
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share with your friends. Listen to whenever you can. And visit our Patreon. That'd be cool
Yeah.
too.
Patreon. Some of us need better equipment. PS5.
And if you happen to have an orange, give it a little tickle.
A little tickle.
Just tickle that orange nipple.
Tickle a little. All right.
And see you guys.
And scene.